What is up, you guys? It is me here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be doing Fortnite wish list. Now, we are going to be doing the 5, so it is a little short because there are a couple things I need to mention. One is, I kind of am just not going to be talking about stuff monthly or yearly maybe anymore, but it's just kind of because I'm getting a little sick of it. And two, sorry for my uploads just not being interesting, but it's kind of just my opinion. And again, I gotta say this again, and I'm really upset that no one has yet to even vote on anything yet, but if you guys wanted to pick a video, which is NFL video, by the way, you got go on my community channel. On my community channel, well, over by my community side of this channel, there will be a 3 votes, and I'm not even going to say it because I have said it a bit too much. Anyway, let's get into it. So starting off with the number 1 of the next season's wish list is, and I think this is kind of just in my opinion a pretty obvious one, and it is bring new exotics. Now, I really, really do hope that these most wanted exotics do come back, but if they don't, just at least add some new ones into the game, because it's really just been boring, like, not having any new exotics and stuff. Like, I loved there were a couple of mythic exotics that I did like, and a couple of that I didn't. But I was still happy for these exotics to exist because at least they were exotic, something that we haven't seen in years. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm saying that for a reason. But now, and then number 2, we have bringing back sniper rifles. And I'm like, okay, that's a really good point, because when I was looking at McCreany's video, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because, like, doesn't anyone want snipers back? I'm not saying this is the truth, but I'm just not a big fan of bows, especially in zero builds. I don't really see anybody using bows, unless you're using the shockwave bow. That's it. That's very it. The dynamite bow, nobody's using that really. The stink bow, nobody's using it, and also the flame bow. Now, obviously, I know this is zero builds. Probably people like to use the stink bow and the flame bow a little bit more in builds. But that's just my opinion. But obviously, I just don't think they're really good anyway, like stink bow or dynamite bow in builds. But in builds, I would say flame and stink bow, or the flame bow and the shockwave bow are terrible, but it's kind of it. And also, I also just disappointed that they have no rarity. But in number 3, I want a very good battle pass. This battle pass was worse than all chapter 3. That's a lot to say. Now, it's kind of because the battle passes were good. Like, Chapter 3 Season 1, there was a lot of good skins. Yeah, sure, there were some mediocre skins, but there weren't terrible skins that I wouldn't want to wear. Chapter 3 Season 2, I think most of the ones were actually pretty bangers, not gonna lie. Chapter 3 Season 3, pretty much the same thing. And then Chapter 3 Season 4 was a little bit of a drop-off, but then you got this season, which was kind of worse than that. So I'm just really hoping for this battle pass to be good. Now, no offense, the Doom set, it's lethal, and I also love the Oathbound, the Ageless skin. But there's not a lot of good skins, and it was kind of because of the mechanics of the game and stuff. But hopefully, there are a lot of better skins in next season. And now on to number 4, and I think this is kind of an interesting one to me. Number 4, you got. Number 4 is the okay. I'm sorry, I'm just going on the top of my head, but number 4 will be level up challenges. Now, I want that, but for free. But obviously, there are actual challenges that you can do during the season. So, like, let's say, for example, like, land this specific spot and then this specific spot in one match. Well, like, land at this specific spot and then go to this specific spot in one match. Or get, like, kill a mythic boss of some sort. That would be really nice. Obviously, they could also separate it out to make it interesting. But also, what they could do, which I would much prefer, is do it like once a week or have all the challenges a limited at a time. So that's the 2 that I wanted. Obviously, I already know it's going to be a limited time for the season at least, but maybe less limited or more limited. But again, that's just my opinion. And then you got the number 5 spot, and it is to be at, well, actually, there are going to be some more. You know what, I might make more, but number 5 is adding new weapons to the loot pool. I don't think there was a single new weapon outside of, like, the beginning of Chapter 4 that there was a new weapon. Obviously, I know I'm not saying that's terrible, but like there was nothing really interesting for the rest of the season. It was really just unvaulted and vaulted guns. That's kind of it. But I really hope they do decide to bring new guns to the game, and you know it would be interesting to see some new guns into the game, obviously. But then you got because I'm just like not a big fan of the loophole right now, so that's why I'm kind of saying that. And also then number 6, we actually got brand new map changes. Now, like, I'm not gonna be joking around. I think the only new map change was Crackshot's cabin coming into the game. That's not very big. That's not very big. So what I'm trying to say is there were like small changes to the map, but like small. They weren't like huge, which is really what I want to see in Chapter 4 Season 2. Because like look at all the other seasons. Most seasons had map changes. Like for example, Chapter 3 Season 1 really didn't have a lot, but they were like Covert Cabin and stuff. Chapter 3 Season 2 you had like blimps taken down, 7 members of being around the map. They were big, but there were still something. And Chapter 3 Season 3, which is the best thing I think about that season, outside of the Charge SMG, was the fact that there was a lot of just new, there was new locations every single time, and they were mashing them with old ones, which I didn't really care, because, like, again, I really did like Salty Towers, which is why I really didn't care that much of it. Then Chapter 3 Season 4, there were, like, tornadoes all over the place, and there were also chrome over all of the maps, so that was nice. It's just something new to enjoy around the map, and, stuff like that. But Chapter 4 Season 1 didn't really have any of that. Hopefully that does change this season, since with like the loot pool as well, because obviously they're not gonna have like just a completely new loot pool for next season, and they're also not gonna have a completely new map next season. So it's gonna give it more content for map changes, new guns, and hopefully that stuff. And number 7 is, and I think this is very obvious, is to have a live event. I also hope it's really good, because I'm not just hoping like it's something terrible. Because I had a dream of like event was like better than the last one, but it wasn't that good still. But it is a very big concern. I really hope there was like something cool happen or something like that. But I really, really do hope that this next event will be interesting and yeah, and have some like crazy plot twist or something. Like, I don't know, like, let's say, for example, the Rock is pretending to be evil or something. Like, something like that. That would be really cool if that did happen. I would love to see a plot twist into that, but obviously I want that. And number 8, and I know this is kind of just a my issue, but I wish they weren't leaking so many things. Just in my opinion, I just don't like a lot of spoilers that's been going on and stuff like that. And anyways, number 9. And I think this is a very obvious one. You should be definitely buffing a lot of guns in the loot pool. Some guns just do not feel strong whatsoever. And now I'm not gonna give every gun a buff or nerf because, like, then it's just gonna wait, a lot longer than it really should. But like, so let's say for example, one of my least favorite guns in the loot pool right now, the Red Dot AR. I think if it just worked on the accuracy just a tiny bit, and also the fire rate just a little bit more, I would say that would be good. But stuff like that in the game, and it'll just be nice in general to have. And then the last one is the season to be good. I don't want anything terrible happening because it really would just make this season not that good. And yeah, and just a quick honorable mention as well, and it is having like cool collabs, like for example the Dragon Ball Z collab. Like if they, like, let's say if I had to deal with a collab battle pass, for example, I would easily pick DC because, like, DC deserves that. I also would love to see in-game Legends Battle Pass. I mean, I'm just saying that because there are still a ton of games out there that they could do. Like, I mean, they were trying to do Mortal Kombat, and there was a lot of characters in that game that I would love to see in Fortnite, like Scorpion, Noob Saibot. That would be a really cool skin, in my personal opinion. Ermac. Like, let's say, like, have all the skin off it. It was like a galaxy type of skin, like a Fortnite initiative. That would be really cool, and I would love that. But obviously, I don't see that happening just because I don't know why they said it was too violent when you have Rick. And, well, not Rick. John Wick in the game. Like, I'm like, what? And plus, like, and I also made some, like, emote ideas as well. Like, let's say, for example, the Burn Fire one, but, like, it was like a fire animation with Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 1, and then, Elimination, or Johnny Cage, the punch in the skull thing, but then it's just the person getting eliminated, like, again, when I think the ideas of what they could have did with the Mortal Kombat idea made that so much more stupid to me. When you have, like, I have so many concepts that can really just, become reality, and it also wouldn't be violent or inappropriate or anything like that, which makes it very interesting and weird. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to say that, but anyways, peace, bye.